Client name, Shane Jake. Shane Jake is a 50-year-old man who has developed a substantial amount of weight and hypertension over the past 3 years. Shane had previously been very active, playing pickup basketball at his local recreational gym with mates twice a week and going on walks along the beach with his wife on weekends. However, due to his recent weight gain and reduced physical activity levels, he now struggles with chronic lower back pain, joint stiffness, and particularly in his knees. He recently tried playing pickup basketball again a few weeks ago, but felt significant back strain, felt sharp pain in his right knee, and had difficulty breathing within the first minutes of the game. He additionally experiences issues sleeping at night, resulting in constant fatigue during the day as he complains about being too tired and unmotivated after work to exercise or meal prep. His occupation of being an accountant on the 5th floor of his corporate building keeps him sitting at a desk for most of the day, apart from a 1-hour lunch break. He drives 45 minutes to work to the city from Monday to Thursday, leaving the house at 9 a.m. and arriving at home at 5 p.m. Client information, age 50 years old, date of birth 23rd of January 1974, body mass 101 kilos, height 177 centimeters, BMI 32.2, resting heart rate 78.1 BPM, blood pressure 135 over 85, and waist circumference 102 centimeters. He's currently not on any medication. His medical history includes being diagnosed with obesity class 1, hypertension, and moderate level depression. His occupation is an accountant and works in an office. His social history includes his marital status. He is widowed and has 4 grown children. His exercise history includes previously being active in past years, engaging in physical activity 3 to 4 times a week. His barriers to exercise includes chronic lower back pain, knee joint stiffness, and lack of mobility, obesity, lack of motivation, low self-efficacy, moderate depression, and sedentary occupation and time barriers. His subjective goals include to eliminate back pain, the ability to play basketball again, enhance energy levels, improve overall emotional well-being, and develop balance and stability. Exercise treatment benefits. Exercise treatment would be especially beneficial to Shane in various ways, as he faces challenges with obesity, hypertension, joint stiffness, limited range of motion, and declining psychological wellness. In particular, resistance and aerobic exercise that consist of moderate to vigorous intensity are found to be the most suited types of physical activity for obese individuals like Shane. The obvious exercise benefits of weight loss, reduced fat mass, and increased muscle mass also lead to overall improvements in other health aspects that Shane struggles with. For instance, regular aerobic exercise would facilitate better management of Shane's hypertension levels and regulate his sleep patterns. Resistance training was also found to strengthen bone mineral density over time, with Cheng et al. 2024 discovering the significance of exercise in the preservation of bone health. This, combined with strengthened muscles, would significantly reduce weakness in his knee joints, increase mobility, and improve lower back pain. Exercising in general would significantly manage Shane's depressive symptoms due to its psychological benefits. These benefits include the release of endorphins, mood enhancement, stress relief, improved emotional regulation, and sleep quality. Shane will be prescribed a 4-week exercise program as it best allows us to focus on safety, building confidence, measuring progress, and gradually developing healthy habits that will ease Shane's way to sustaining a healthy lifestyle. At the beginning of each week, a physical assessment will be done to track his progress throughout the program. This will include a weekly weigh-in and a measurement of waist circumference. The exercises will increase, getting harder, applying progressive overload by steadily increasing the intensity and duration of the exercises. This is done so that his body is given the chance to adapt. Week 1 will consist of 3 aerobic trainings, 20 to 30 minutes each session of water aerobics or walking. Water aerobics was chosen as the ideal exercise to accommodate Shane's specific health needs, as the water's buoyancy reduces Shane's body weight and lessens the impact on his knee joints, which consequently allows him to increase his range of motion and flexibility. Along with training cardiorespiratory system, the resistance encountered in water also means that you burn more calories than you would on land, according to Harvard Health 2024. The workout consists of a 5-minute warm-up of gentle walking at low intensity at waist-deep level water, while the central workout is 5 minutes water walking done at moderate level intensity, focusing on longer strides to increase his joint range of motion while maintaining an upright posture. This will be followed with a 2-minute water jogging at moderate intensity. This is done by lifting the knees and pumping the arms at a fast rate than walking. This will be followed with a 1-minute recovery, and this will be repeated 2 times. After this is done, a 5-minute warm down will take place, which includes a gentle walking done at low intensity. If water aerobic sessions cannot be completed, it can be substituted with a 30-minute moderate intensity walking. Week 1 also includes 2 resistance trainings with 20 to 30 minutes a session. This includes a 5-minute warm-up of low-intensity pedaling on a spin bike, bodyweight squats, alternating back lunges, step-ups, and seated rows, all done 4 sets, 12 repetitions. Ensure sufficient rest between each set before moving on to the next exercise, which would be around 1 to 2 minutes. Modified versions include squats being done from a bench. Lunges and step-ups can be done holding onto railings. Majority of the exercises were lower body focus and consisted of bilateral movements, which specifically targeted the quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, and calves. This was done intently to develop the muscles around the knee joint, which Shane particularly wants to strengthen. While the seated rows were selected to train his back muscles, core strength, and promote stable, upright posture in order to help manage his chronic lower back pain. The warm-up ensures blood is circulated to the lower body and increases temperature and flexibility of the muscles, which will help Shane be more efficient and safer during his workout. 3 flexibility trainings will also be done, which are 10 to 15 minutes a session. This will include glute bridges that will be held for 10 to 15 seconds, contracting at the very top of the movement, 2 to 4 sets. Back extensions being held for 2 to 30 seconds, 2 to 4 sets. A sitting down hamstring stretch, which will be held for 20 to 30 seconds, 2 to 4 sets, and seated knee extensions, 10 to 15 reps on each leg, 2 to 3 sets. It is recommended that flexibility sessions should be done after resistance training, while each stretch and exercise should be done for a duration that feels comfortable to Shane, while the exercise prescription is purely just a guide. We mainly selected stretching exercises that targeted Shane's areas of discomfort, specifically his lower back and his knee joints. Week 2 includes 3 aerobic trainings of 30 to 40 minutes each session of water aerobics or walking. It will remain the same as week 1, however there will be an increase of duration of water walking to 6 minutes and water jogging to 3 minutes. Water aerobics can be interchanged with 40 minutes of moderate intensity walking as well. There will also be 2 resistance trainings of 20 to 30 minutes a session. This will have the same sets and reps as week 1, but there will be an increase of intensity by adding 2.5 kilogram dumbbells to exercises and increasing the weight on seated row machine by 1 kilogram. There will also be 3 flexibility trainings of 10 to 15 minutes a session, and this will remain the same as week 1. Week 3 will include 3 aerobic trainings of 30 to 40 minutes a session of dryland walking. We removed water aerobics from the program and moved all aerobic sessions to dryland, as we assume Shane will lose weight and will have improved joint stiffness and mobility at this point where he no longer requires water aerobics. Instead, 40 minutes of moderate intensity walking will be done. This also includes 2 resistance trainings of 20 to 30 minutes a session. It will have the same sets and reps as week 1. However, all lower body exercises will increase the weight of the dumbbells to 4.5 kilograms. We will also be introducing new exercises, which include the walking lunge instead of the backward alternating lunge, and the standing rows on cable pulling machine instead of seated rows. We slightly modified the original exercises, making them more dynamic and functional to further enhance strength, joint range of motion, and stability. There will also be 3 flexibility trainings of 10 to 15 minutes a session. It will have the same duration and sets as previous weeks. However, we'll have progressed to standing stretches to promote more balance and stability throughout all joints and the core. The new exercises include standing hamstring stretch instead of the sitting down hamstring stretch, and the standing quadricep stretch instead of seated knee extensions. Week 4 will have 3 aerobic trainings of 30 to 40 minutes a session of walking speed intervals. It will begin with 10 minutes of walking at moderate intensity, followed with 5 minutes of walking at vigorous intensity. This will be repeated 2 to 3 times. There will also be 2 resistance trainings of 20 to 30 minutes a session. This will remain the same sets and reps as week 3, increasing dumbbell weight by to 6.5 kilograms, and also increasing the standing row weight by 1 kilogram. There will be 3 flexibility trainings of 10 to 15 minutes a session. It will have the same duration and sets as week 3. However, we will be introducing a new exercise called the bird dog exercise. This will be done 8 to 12 repetitions per side of 2 to 3 sets, and this will replace the back extensions exercise. Special considerations. Throughout the program, we wanted to apply the progressive overload principle. We did this by increasing the water walking and jogging duration by 1 minute and increasing the dry land walking by 10 minutes each week to build up stamina and endurance. However, we changed it up in week 4, increasing intensity level instead of duration by incorporating speed intervals. The same principle was also applied to resistance training. At the beginning of the program, we only used body weight during the exercises before incorporating dumbbells to exercises, increasing the weight of the dumbbells each week by 2 kilos to gradually develop Shane's muscle mass. We changed up the types of exercises and stretches in the resistance and flexibility sessions as well. This was done for variation, to prevent boredom, and to accommodate Shane's goals of gaining more stability and eliminating back pain. This was demonstrated specifically when we changed the seated rows, sitting down hamstring stretch, sitting down knee extensions and back extensions to standing cable rows, standing hamstring stretch, standing quadricep stretch, and bird dog stretch, respectively. These alterations were made to develop Shane's trunk strength, balance, and stability. Behavior change techniques and considerations. The health belief model, HBM, considers perceived threats, benefits, barriers, self-efficacy, and cues to actions as determinants of willingness to act on health behaviors according to Dargmer 2021. The HBM was implemented in Shane's intervention as it directly addresses the psychological and motivational aspects of health behavior, which are both aspects of fitness that Shane especially struggles with, specifically dealing with low self-esteem, low self-efficacy, and low motivational levels. The specific constructs of HBM we focused on was self-efficacy and perceived barriers, finding strategies that would make Shane's experience as enjoyable as possible throughout the process. Utilizing self-efficacy building techniques such as setting attainable goals, providing proper demonstration and instruction, and giving verbal encouragement like compliments and consecutive feedback. Barriers to exercise, such as sedentary lifestyle and lack of time caused by his occupation, were also discussed. In response, we pushed for subtle lifestyle changes that could be easily implemented into Shane's everyday routine. These include taking the train to work instead of driving to increase incidental physical activity, taking the stairs at work from time to time instead of using the elevator, and taking walks during his 1-hour lunch break. These techniques and strategies will also make his fitness journey feel more natural and therefore be more sustainable beyond this 4-week program. Based upon Shane's medical history and previous diagnosis of moderate level depression, we also suggested that Shane's dryland aerobics of walking should be done outside, surrounded by nature and greenery, or near the beach. We highly recommended this as the all-round health benefits of physical activity outdoors include lower levels of perceived exertion, restored mental fatigue, and improved mood and self-esteem, according to Gladwell et al. 2013.